How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Patty, and I'm a little worried that I wish so hard I used one of my actual life wishes on this game. So we're here to talk about 100 Soul again, and if you're not a subscriber, you didn't see the post that I sent out this morning. So a couple of things. After the video yesterday, as soon as I basically hit stop recording, the servers went down for maintenance for a couple of hours, and they wouldn't have come back up until like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. So your boy didn't get to play any more of that game last night. He got teased real good, and then got to nothing else. Nothing else. That video was literally it. I watched it to relive it. I missed it. So, someone hit me up yesterday in the comments and threw out the information for the Discord and everything, and also some pre-registration information. So make sure to go do that. And I'm also going to put those links in this description. And then I woke up this morning and the company on their Facebook page had posted, "Hey guys, guess what? You know what time? You know when 100 Soul is coming out? Tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow." So I mean, as long as they're just not trolling the hardest that they could possibly troll, to just kind of have a vague, nebulous, "Hey, it's coming out in this window," and then be like, "Hey, it's tomorrow." Um, Lord knows, Lord knows. I believe it to be true. It is their official Facebook. So we got to play a little bit on the Taiwanese version of the game this afternoon. We have not got to spend a whole long, so this is not going to be the 100% beginner's guide, but this is going to be a quick introduction and everything. So if you missed the video from yesterday and you're wondering what's happening right now, this is a action RPG game built on Unity, which is like the direct competitor for Unreal, that Dragon Raja is built on, and we're all like, "Oh, Dragon Raja is so pretty." This is so pretty. I'm also playing on an emulator on faraway servers, so this doesn't look as good as it's going to look when it's actually out on phones, and it's going to be more optimized. So it's going to be a little bit prettier, guys. But the game is mechanically so fun and so satisfying, and please come out of power saving mode. Thank you. It's a action RPG, so it's a mix of like almost Diablo 3-esque and like Monster Hunter. You know what I mean? It's combat is very Monster Hunter-esque, but with like Diablo-esque kind of skills and some interesting talent stuff. This game gets really deep. And that's one of the things that excites me, because as a US player, we haven't gotten a lot of games on this genre yet. I know that several of them have been made by Tencent, have been available overseas. But in the US, we've kind of just been like, "Is Diablo Immortal coming? Are we gonna get that?" And that's the only thing that it's a sad world to live in sometimes. So this kind of came out of absolutely nowhere on me. When I found it the other day and started to take a look at it and was able to play it a little bit, I was absolutely floored. And I'm super excited for it to be coming out. So real fast, just for all my gotcha people, before we get too deep into all the other craziness in this, you see this elf lady behind me, very nice elf companion. We've got all these guys, and they actually come out, they are with you the whole time like they're a party member. They've got skills that they use. They get their skills upgrade over the time. You've got all sorts of fun stuff that you can do with these guys. Like there's lots of building here, and then the gear that your champion has is closer to what you would see in typical gachas, but with kind of a Diablo-esque like you get more weird substats that you would get with action RPGs than you would with some gachas, where it's all going to be like really like hard substats, like crit, attack speed, stuff like that, airborne damage defense, or whatever that that goes into. They have a little bit more give to them. There's a little bit more that you can do with builds, and from what I've been seeing on the Discord, there's a good amount of builds. One of the main reasons that I like to try to compare this to Monster Hunter, and not only because, let me go ahead and actually just go into something real quick so you can see a little bit of gameplay. Is not only because like the action, how you're able to still like turn and rotate your character as you're swinging so that you get more directional attacks and have more control and flow over the battle. But there's also 12 weapons in the game. Right now I'm using the hammer, which is great at breaking super defense. But there's a sword that it starts you off with. The sword is very fluid, very fun. You get to pop a lot of things up with that. Oh, we gonna just kick him in the face. I really like that kick skill because if there's a bunch of things around you, I've been able to like, rotate back with it. And then the final hit in the kick pushes you forward like 5 feet or so, 5-6 feet. And I've been able to use that to reposition myself quickly on the other side of a bunch of them and start tearing them up a little bit. I've made quite a few faces playing this game. Your boy might actually stream when this comes out. Because I could do this all day long. I can't believe that this is a phone game right now. Okay, how you doing, guys? We just gonna get into some swingy action here, and you going flying. Bye. He's broken there, so he takes a little bit more damage. Also, if you can get behind your people, let me go ahead and use my companion attack real quick so that it distracts the enemy, and we get a nice little hit. So if you actually hit them from the back in this, it does do extra damage. Well, it does, I think, a little bit extra damage, but you definitely are more likely to crit, and there's no chance for dodge, and a lot of the things that you see in in RPGs, or you see it in WoW, and you see it in a couple of other ones where a lot of the defensive stats of like parrying and dodging. Well, parrying more than dodging. Dodge varies from game to game. But, someone can't parry you if they're looking in front. So it's melee. It's a good idea to stand behind something. Blah, 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 blah. We made a whole video talking about, I don't know if it was a whole video or just a big point in a video where we went into that whole like game theory and everything and talked about it. So they make it very, very, very easy to know in this game that, yeah, that makes a difference. So we can see the campaign here. Essentially, these 3 paths, they have different upgrade materials, and it costs energy to use them. You can take, a quick path to the boss, or you can essentially, once you get to the boss, instead of fighting him, go back and clear out the rest of the tree. So if you want all the upgrade materials, and, it's something to consider, but definitely as you get further into the game and energy becomes a harder to come by resource, you can see I've got 84 over 31 right now, which means I'm at the beginning of the game where they're just throwing energy at you the entire time. So that might not always be the best move going forward, but I've been doing it a little bit also just to just to practice with stuff some. So let me see if I can switch this out real quick. Do boop do ba da ba ba da. So I want to show you guys what the sword looks like. So this is for armor upgrades. Nice. All right, so prepare for combat. We're gonna switch to the sword. Why are you glowing if I don't have any? Okay, I'm just not. All right. It's one of the biggest things with this game for me so far is just the level of control you feel you have in combat. The fact that, when you attack, it's not just a stuck attack animation going in whatever direction you were facing in. The fact that it's fluid and you can rotate and you can, if you're about to have a slashing arc attack, you can swing, and then, instead of it only hitting an 80-degree angle, it hits 120 degrees in front of you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of benefits to having that level of control of your character and its movements while still attacking in an action game like that. So a lot of games don't get that right. A lot of games are just, okay, you swung, you're just going this way now, and it doesn't feel like an active and engaged combat style. So I definitely appreciate that. Okay, we got some nice grouping there. Ooh. And oh, I forgot that we switched to the swords for a second. So a little bit different than the hammer. Once you knock them into the air, there's then some other hit skills you need to hit to kind of chain them in the air again. We're gonna try and reset, roll away a little bit, kick some people in the face. That was rude. That was super rude. Have her try and okay. If you grab the boss from behind, does more damage. I don't think I actually managed to do that. Ooh. Yeah, so this is a, you know, almost Monster Hunter light boss battle in a phone game. In a phone game that is like I'm really excited to see and get further into all of the gacha mechanics and how deep involving your character and your companions really gets. Because from what I'm seeing right now, I'm super excited. And I kind of wish that I knew that this was available in Taiwan, but still in English 8 months ago. Maybe I'd be a happier man. So let's scroll through. Okay, yeah, we're doing okay. I was worried we were already like 15 minutes into this one. Only 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 12 minutes. Keeping great track of time, Petty. All right, so you've got some skins that you can buy. If you look at them, they do word it that you get some additional attributes from having the skins, but yeah, I still haven't been able to get enough information to understand how heavy some of the pay to win aspects are. But it's, you know, it's a mobile gacha game, so they're going to be there. But it definitely seems closer to hopefully like Summoner's War and some of the older gachas where people that spend a whole bunch of money fight up in their own bracket that none of us ever see, so it's not really our problem. And not every game does a good job of separating those people. So there's a couple of interesting things. Pandora, I haven't unlocked it yet because I'm not far enough in the story. I've seen a lot of stuff about that on the Discord. That is a gambling system that is only, you know, from what I've seen people saying a lot, worth doing like once or twice a day. I think it gets incrementally more expensive and less worth it to do it. So, you know, be careful about that. But this is, I don't know, this just looks so interesting. Another thing that is, and again, I don't know how deep this goes because some of these look pretty interesting. It definitely seems like there is a attack side tree, or at least once you link all of these together, I believe you'll unlock this one, which has, you know, plus physical attack to it, and then doesn't really explain a whole lot else. But over on this side, this is, you know, plus life, critical resistance, and then what? Crit chance over here? Yeah, critical chance. So this is a more like a rune talent system. I don't know, like it's very difficult to describe some of the mechanics in this because I haven't played a lot of games that have used similar things. Like, you know, it's definitely an interesting one. But if more phone games can keep building on these crazy engines that are capable of being these like console level games, I'm all on board. I don't care what y'all do at that point. Make phone games crazy real games. Ooh. Please. So, um, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come back and try in the first, if it does actually launch tomorrow like they're saying it will, in the first week or so, we'll try to get a couple of videos out on main parts of the game and everything. But yeah, this is super interesting. I highly recommend everybody that's checked out my content to check out this game. um I can't wait to play with it. All right, guys, I appreciate your faces. It's been your boy Petty. I gotta find the record button. There we go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Catch your boy on the next one. We out of here. Deuces.